Fear on the streets, local gangsters hiding their faces with shame, not hanging with the homies. You know who they are. Homophobes. This is Channel 8 News Plus.
Channel 8 News Plus.
Hi, here at your local Channel 8 News Plus, we give you unbiased news.
We have breaking news that some of the local gangsters are not happy that some of their gang members are now homies.
Which is quite sad, Bill. I was hoping the gangsters would be more progressive.
Well, we can only hope that those murdering, drug-dealing gangsters can do better. Now for quick news. A new study from the California Institute of Big Heads shows that people's IQ has seen a steep decline in the past months. Pets are cute, and studies show that breathing air keeps you alive.
That is quite insightful, Bill. Now, a quick word from our sponsors.
This Channel 8 News was brought to you by Email Aliens. And an email, no one can hear you scream, unless you send an audio file.
Now, this is a direct-to-TV movie produced by Public Access TV and will be broadcasting on Channel 36 on May 25th.
Now, our field reporter, Rob, is at the scene of a breaking story. Rob?
Thank you so much, Bill. I'm right here at the location, and there is a juicy story in development. I'll have to get right back to you, Bill.
All right, Rob, we'll get back to you. Now for local news. It has been reported that an old woman is missing. Authorities say she was last seen jumping in a river in pursuit of her cat, but her body has still not been found.
Well, there is a more important and pressing matter which has crippled the town's annual spring fair. Authorities say that the town's magnificent water slide will not be functional due to a major blockage.
Yes, it seems that an object of human size has blocked the tube that pumps water from the river to the slide.
This is quite sad, Bill. The hopes of many children will be crushed.
It is quite tragic. Now in other news, our sources have confirmed that there will be a show documenting our very own Detective Peter Fell, who as many know led a campaign to purge this city from the most dangerous criminals that have ever roamed the streets. Stone criminals. Here's a peek at the new show.
My city has become a city without hope, facing dangerously high criminals with nefarious schemes.
I found out what the stone criminals are planning on doing.
What?
The stone criminals are going out with a bong.
Not if we stop them. I will do anything to keep the city clean from the devil's leaf. Weed.
You don't understand, do you? I'm gonna smoke weed whether you like it or not.
You don't get it, do you? No one's smoking weed around here while I'm the law.
Stoned criminals! Maximum injustice! Coming this fall to Public Access TV.
Wow, that looks like a good show.
Yes. Well, in other news, Randy Newman has made a song that attacks society's deplorable treatment of elderly people in the most Randy Newman way, by insulting the elderly people.
Gotta do something about those old people out on the streets. Gotta do something about those old people with the plastic teeth. Oh, put them in. Stick your people's homes. And forget to check on them at all. Well, I don't want no old people kids around here. Don't want no old people kids around here. Old people are so smelly. Old people go to the deli.
The rest of the song cannot be broadcasted since it is about how Randy Newman enjoys his local deli sandwiches. So instead, we will show a special early review of Email Aliens by Popcorn and Caviar.
Now for an early special review of Email Alien, brought to you by Popcorn and Caviar.
Hi, I'm Rupert from Channel 8 News Tribune.
And I'm Simon from Channel 8 News Daily.
And the film that we will be reviewing today is Email Aliens. Now, I hated this movie. This movie is the defining movie of Gen Z in the sense that it is complete trash.
Well, I don't know what movie you saw, but I loved this movie. This movie was the defining movie of Gen Z in the sense that it perfectly encapsulates the horrors of opening up an Instagram account. Now, I don't really think you have the right to criticize this movie because you're too fat.
Well, it's because I am too fat that I can weigh in on this movie. And how can you love a movie like this? The tagline is simply ridiculous. It says something in the first sentence and then completely contradicts itself in the next sentence.
Well, I thought that the tagline was really scary.
Oh, really? Well, let me read it for you. In an email, no one can hear you scream, except if you send an audio file. Now, that's just moronic.
Okay, well, let's just judge that twist at the end. Now, I thought, I haven't seen any twist like that since the last good M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Oh, really? The schoolgirl who opens an Instagram account to harass her schoolmates turns out to be an alien. It's in the title. And don't get me started on the incomprehensible plot. It was just there to kill time till the twist at the end.
Well, you've got to be joking. That plot was so strong that you couldn't break it, even if you sat on it.
What?
Now, the next movie we'll be reviewing is Emo Aliens. In the early 2000s, no one can hear you scream, unless you use your voice.
This movie is a reboot of Email Aliens, and will be released 2 days after Email Aliens, on account of how poorly Email Aliens will probably perform at the box office.
Sorry to interrupt, but we have just received news from our investigative field reporter Rob, who has just cracked the biggest and juiciest case of this century. Rob?
Thank you, Bill. I'm standing right here in front of the town's magnificent slide that was gonna be used for the town's spring fair. Now, it seems that against the suggestion of the authorities, a child has slid down the slide and is now traumatized because he slid right through the bloated, purple, and partially decomposed carcass of an old woman.
Oh my!
And you haven't heard the last of it. He had to be hosed down with very big hoses.
Very big hoses? Well, I don't want to ask.
Well, this has been a Channel 8 News Plus presentation brought to you by Public Access TV. Thank you for tuning in and have a good night.